There we go. There we go. What's up, y'all? It's another episode of the Don't Get DQ podcast. Your hosts, David and Q. We're happy to announce, man, the Browns with a good win down in Washington. And if I am correct, because I think Green Bay held on to their lead, Cleveland knocks Washington out of playoff contention. So although the Browns obviously were eliminated from the playoffs, they were able to eliminate Washington from the playoffs. Although it seems like a meaningless game, it was meaningful in some ways. But a great win by the Browns. But I'm going to ask you, Q, initial reactions to just how the Browns played today. What were your initial reactions?
I think Deshaun Watson played pretty well. In the beginning, it was a little slow, but in the second half, he definitely picked it up. Had some great throws during that second half. Nick Chubb, I feel like he's been having a rough time these last couple of weeks, but he got going, and he went crazy. Love seeing Brissett in those 4th and 1 plays. Gotta love it. Gotta love Brissett. But I mean, yeah, this just a great overall win. That's the offense that I expected to see when Deshaun was back. Scoring touchdowns. So
yeah,
and the defense got after it. I was, you seen Delpit. You texted me saying that Delpit had 4 picks. I said no, he has 3. Then he added 1 more extra after that, so he got his 4 picks. And Delpit's been playing outstanding these last couple weeks. Leading league in tackles, leading our team in tackles and picks is crazy. Tony Fields is getting after it. He's getting tackles. We had like 2 practice squad players signed. A linebacker who played well. Just good coverage. Denzel Ward is playing better. So, great coverage. Just great defense. It was a really well-rounded game also.
Absolutely. Like you were saying, Watson was really impressed with the way we handled just handled his how much he threw the ball. I mean, I don't understand why he threw the ball less in this game when it literally he was throwing the ball 40 times in a game where it was freezing and it wasn't within reach. Instead of this game, we should have kept him on this type of pass count, the entire time. And I liked it. I felt like it was reasonable, like you said. Started off really slow, and I was a little disappointed going to halftime with 3 points. I was like, man, to be honest, what do we spend our money on?
Right.
But came out the second half. Amari Cooper balled out. I'll just be completely real. Amari Cooper with some great run after the catch plays. Donovan Peoples-Jones made up with the touchdown. Didn't have the biggest day, obviously, but the touchdown obviously put him on the stat sheet a little bit. Was really impressed by the secondary. Everybody was strapping up. Like you said, Ward had a pick. Delpit had 2. Greedy Williams was getting active on punt team. Martin Emerson strapped a few plays. I just felt like, even the linebackers, like you were saying, Tony Fields, Deion Jones has been looking quick and looking agile, looking good, making plays. We're able to get some interior pressure today from Taven Bryan and Jordan Elliott as well.
Yep, Cornelia played good,
I feel like we didn't do the greatest job at stopping the run today. They were kind of getting, they were kind of running the ball at will for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And obviously Carson Wentz kind of sold the game for Washington. But it was just, I think that also speaks to the testament of just how good the secondary is. You put Denzel Ward on a great receiver like Terry McLaurin, and he basically runs the route for him and gets a pick. And then Nick Chubb, I don't know how many yards he averaged per carry today. I don't have it off the top of my head, but
7.2.
Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I think this is where I wanted the Browns team to kind of be. And again, that's why I texted you earlier. That's what makes me kind of disappointed that we lost to the Saints. Cause it's if we won any one of these games that just meant something, we really are this team proves that they can be a playoff team. They do. I know many times we don't deserve it, but it's when you play games like today, I know people can say it's the Commanders, whatever, but the Commanders have been low-key one of the hottest teams of recent.
They're nice. They're nice, yeah.
And they've knocked off some good teams. And I feel like we did a good job. I feel like the offensive line did a pretty good job today too, like pass wise and running the ball too. Like I feel like they did a pretty job. I just feel like it was just a great team effort, and I was happy to see it because obviously it's easy to just throw in the towel, give up, and be like it doesn't matter. And it knocks the team out of playoff contention, which I mean, I think it's cool anytime we can knock off somebody else's like chances of getting to the playoffs. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, it just, I mean, honestly, just we did what we were supposed to do, and I really hope the secondary and like you were saying, I love Brissett coming in, doing what he has to do. I hope that we can just continue to build on from like this core that we have. Like if Delpit can continue to become like I mean, I'm excited to see what Grant Delpit can continue to do. Like if he can continue to like grow as a player, like he might become, I'm not gonna speak too soon, but he might become like one of those like Pro Bowl safeties. I'll say that. Obviously, like we're like, we don't really trust him with like tight ends, and I don't think that's a strong suit. But when like he's going back there, kind of like Hawking, it seems like like cover 4, cover 2, like he can play the ball. Like he can play the ball in the air, not so much man to man, and he can come up and tackle really well too. Stopped Carson Wentz when he tried to go score a touchdown. Yep. Yeah, it just I was really impressed. I still think we need to trade Kareem Hunt. Like I'm just it's getting kind of old. Like,
I mean, you've seen Jerome Ford in the game, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I wish we saw Dearness though. Like
I need Dearness to get some
Dearness. But it was I thought it was impressive. Honestly, I want to see Njoku, turn up a little bit more on days like this. But at the same time, I think Njoku's just streaky anyways. But I love to see Cooper step up. Again, those run after catches, like man literally caught 2 passes and was just out of there. And defense did what they had to do. So I'm happy about it. Again, it's not like it really means much to be honest, but it's good going into next season,
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not even sure if Grant Delpit, those 2 picks were even really great plays by him, but just bad plays by Carson. I mean, if you put the ball in the air, I'm sure Delpit can go get it. But it was just like 2 bad throws. The first one was underthrown. It was, I don't know what he was looking at.
Yeah.
Too much air under the ball. Second throw, he had a guy wide open on the left side. Just doing double coverage. I'm not really sure what he was looking at. I don't know if he got nervous or he just forgot to play football. I forgot how to do it or went to quit. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. He threw it up. Those are really bad throws. Those are really bad. You don't throw into double coverage. I don't know who the receiver was, but it was just bad plays. And then Delpit took advantage of it. Made 2 great interceptions. I did not know Delpit had hands like that for real. The second pick, he caught it back at the end zone, got the toes down. I know they had it like that. I was impressed, but it was definitely some good plays. Jordan Elliott has some great plays.
Absolutely.
2 tackles for loss. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Winovich got after it today.
Yeah, he got a sack.
Yep, he got a sack. Yep, Winovich is going crazy. I mean, it's too bad that we're like doing this after we're out of playoff contention, but I mean, it's good to go off on a strong note for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, great game, man. Great game. But yeah, that run defense is still a little rough, but we're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, hopefully we can add some guys to strengthen us up front and stuff like that. But yeah, like I mean, I think like you were saying, it's a shame that like we're kind of doing this like at the end of the season, but I think it's good that like we're kind of continuing to build our core. Like Amari Cooper, I mean, he's showing his crazy production. I mean, over 1,000 yards. I mean, first of all, for a Browns receiver, again, this is not something that happens every year.
This is not realistic.
Yeah, so he's doing awesome. DPJ is really coming into his own, which I thought he was going to kind of fall off after Baker left, to be honest with you. Njoku's kind of coming into his own. Chubb is doing great things like he always is. And the defense is, and like Delpit, like the safety portion of it is really starting to come into their own. Which I'm really glad to see that, because obviously after we let Troy Hill walk, we were kind of like, I don't know. Even though Troy Hill was kind of like nickelback, he was kind of like free safety-ish.
Yep.
And I was, after we let him walk, I was like, I don't know about Delpit, but just to see him come in and like do his thing consistent, like he's starting to be more consistent. It's really good to see. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it all starts, definitely with Deshaun Watson. Like, it just starts with like how he because when like he 3 touchdowns, which is, again, I don't know how long it's been since we had Browns quarterback do that as well. Like, honestly, like, because this does not happen often. But he played well for the most part and efficiently. And plus, like you were saying, the Commanders, yeah. Like, what's it? I feel like the Commanders kind of played like old Cleveland. Like, they played like the Browns have in the past, like just doing dumb things, not getting out of bounds when they're supposed to, not hitting one-on-one matchups,
trying to hurdle people and stuff.
Yeah, trying to hurdle people when they're not jumping. Yeah, it's just not like just not smart stuff.
No IQ.
But like when I'm thinking about like games we've played, like we played the Jets. No offense, the Jets are like not a very good team. Like you can say whatever you want. Like I don't think like I think they have
kind of fluke. They're kind of fluke.
I think they have a pretty good defense. I don't think their offense is one to like be like I just don't think they have a great offense for real. To be honest. And the Saints, even like we should have beat them, no doubt, like beat the brakes off of them, like just run the ball 50 times and just beat the brakes off of them.
Yep.
But it's like we lose those games and it's like we're playing teams like Washington. Like we should be beating teams a lot with that, like that caliber. And we just haven't. Like you said, it's a shame that's kind of too late, but I hope it builds in the next season. But it's just kind of like, why now? But I'm happy to see the guys are kind of like more energetic. And I just really hope when we go up to Pittsburgh next week, we do whatever we can to knock off their season, kind of. Because, it's been like, I don't know, like this season, it's been so disappointing. But like when we win, it's fun. Like obviously, it's like when we beat Cincy, it was fun.
Right.
Like when we beat the Ravens, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like
in Pittsburgh, week 3, yeah.
Exactly, it was fun, but it's just like there are too many. I don't know, too many kind of the wins kind of feel spaced out, to be honest. And just it's been more disappointing than it should be. But I feel like we're really getting to a good rhythm of like finding our consistent guys and just kind of our core that we need to lean on. Which just about every good NFL team has. Like, consistency around the board defensively or offensively. And I feel like we're really starting to find our playmakers, key in on them, get them the ball. And we're starting to actually take the ball away. Which we were, like, I think that's the biggest thing. We didn't take the ball away this year. We just let teams, even Washington, 21 play drive.
That's a long drive, bro.
That shouldn't have happened. That was 11 minutes of football.
That's a long drive.
That shouldn't have happened.
I would have been tired as heck. I would have been really tired.
That shouldn't have happened. Like I understand drive time, but 21 or 22 plays.
That's crazy. 11 minutes.
It's like that shouldn't have happened. So like I'm glad that we took the ball away, but just like continue to eliminate things like that. Like again, our defense should be top 5 next year. Like it should be.
Yeah,
top 5
for sure.
And next game, Newsome or Emerson needs to get a pick. Emerson almost had one at the end. He gotta secure that. But Newsome or Emerson needs a pick. They need a pick. They need one.
People might say, this is Washington, so it's like a mid team, but no, they're a good team. Like they beat Philadelphia. They gave them their first loss of the season.
Exactly.
And their receiving core is nice. Like you got like McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and Dawson. Those are really good receivers.
And Logan Thomas.
Yeah. Just like to see how secondary lock them up, it's pretty impressive. We struggled a lot getting the turnovers, and today it was, just I don't know. All of a sudden, we just became one of the best in the league at forcing turnovers. I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe they, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it was just a great, game for the secondary. I still don't understand Greedy Williams talking trash. I don't get it. You're on punt. Like, stop talking. You're on punt. It doesn't reflect. I'll never understand that, but hey, hey, do your thing, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Greedy Williams, and I think his play has shown that he doesn't, really deserve to be on the field. So I'm glad he's on punt team, but I don't. It's not. I just think it's crusty to just watch him just going at it on play. It's just like it's one play. It's not about you. It's about getting down there, getting your team in a good position so your starting defense can actually stop them. Like, but don't be all selfish. And like And, he kind of drove the guy to bounce. We were like, the guy drove him out, but he didn't. He put kind of the guy on his butt, I'll be honest. Yeah. But it's like, okay, that's great. But it's like, you don't got to like, bro, like you're a second rounder from LSU. You should be starting. Like, bro, you should be.
Like one of the top 5 cornerbacks in the draft that year.
Exactly. But you're not. So it's like, bro, I would calm down, humble yourself, get back to it. And, find a good place that, is comfortable for you next year to live. Seattle or Minnesota or something like that. Yeah, somewhere. But not Cleveland.
Like when I see Chase Young talking trash, I'm like, well, it's Chase Young. He actually is doing something on the field.
Yeah.
When I see Greedy do it, it's just like, stop talking, bro. Like,
exactly.
Stop talking.
It just don't make sense for real. It's just like, bro, you're not producing.
You're not doing nothing. Don't talk.
You lost your spot.
AJ Green's in the game. He's playing. Like, exactly. I'm like this. Like, I like that. I like seeing AJ Green get playing time over Greedy.
Agreed. 100%.
I mean, it was really like that secondary played really well today. I must say, really well.
They did lock up for real.
Yep.
Shout out to the line too. Myles Garrett, I think, had 2 sacks because I feel like he had a sack and 2 half sacks. They played really well. Yeah. It was awesome.
I mean, I'm gonna ask you this because earlier today I was talking to my dad about certain receivers who should be in the Hall of Fame or not, and I'm gonna name this receiver or some receivers, and I want you to tell me if they're Hall of Fame worthy or not. All right. Because I think first receiver Mike Evans. Now listen, he just got his 9th consecutive 1,000-yard season.
Yeah,
this past earlier today. So, what you think, Hall of Fame or?
Definitely, Mike Evans is he's a rarity. Like when it comes to he's just such he uses his body so well and stuff like that. Like he's just like a big receiver, like 6'4", 2 something. And he just knows how to use his body and he's fast, but he's not I don't know, he's fast though, but he just move, he just he's consistent. Like Mike Evans, especially at Texas A&M, I never expected him to be that consistent.
Bro, right. When he had Lenny Manziel as a quarterback, I was thinking, he's a good receiver. But this man has had 9 straight. That's crazy.
Insane. So definitely, I think he's definitely a Hall of Famer. If he keeps it up, even if he stopped today.
He's Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer,
even if he stopped today. But of course I want him to keep it up. But even if he stopped today, Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Right. All right. Next receiver, Antonio Brown.
Wow.
Hey, man, 5 straight 100 reception seasons.
Let me say this. I think here's the thing. I think play is very important. Obviously, it's kind of how you get to Hall of Fame. But also I do, and some people may disagree, but I do think character also plays a good amount into it. Because you more than just a football player. Most of these men are in the Hall of Fame because they're some of them are in the Hall of Fame because they're football players, but they're also just great men. Not that you got to be a saint to get in the Hall of Fame. But Antonio Brown, I don't see he played ball like crazy, but just too much inconsistency around the board, too much
off-field drama.
Yeah, bringing flack to the NFL. And I understand he was trying to bring awareness to certain issues the NFL's maybe lack of concern for concussions, etc. But he's just made a fool out of himself for real.
He's just doing stuff. And I feel bad for him, honestly, man. I feel bad for him. I really wonder if he's actually mentally going through something.
Yeah.
If he's just acting out, if he's just being like that on purpose. I don't know, but I mean, I hope he gets figures it out because he's making a bad rep for himself.
Absolutely.
And it's tough seeing someone that talented throw it away like that. So
yeah.
All right. next receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, steroid boy.
Steroid boy is crazy. DeAndre, I mean, here's the thing. I want to say yes, but it's just
He's kind of tricky though. He's kind of tricky.
Yeah, because it's of course, it's Diop has had some incredible season, but it's it's just sometimes he gets hurt. Sometimes it's production a little off. Yeah, like I guess I would have. I don't know. Like
then again, the steroids as well. So
yeah.
he's missing games.
He would have to play. I think he would have to play like a little bit longer, have like a season or 2 more seasons of like consistent like
dominant seasons.
To be like a Hall of Famer to me. But again, like he's done some incredible things, but I don't know about Hall of Fame exactly. But he's done some good things, of course.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, Davante Adams. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Davante Adams,
Hall of Famer.
Man, he's crazy for real. Like he's crazy. I mean, I would just put him as just because he's like consistent. I know I don't exactly know what his numbers with the Raiders are looking pretty. I don't know exactly know.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,200 yards right now or something. Yeah, so he's definitely playing well.
Yeah, so I mean, he's adjusted well to the Raiders and stuff like that. He's just a like X factor wherever he goes, kind of. Yep. So I would say Davante Adams. Like, I mean, he's only going to keep on producing. I think he'll be no doubt first ballot. I think no doubt
first ballot. Wow. Okay.
He's crazy. He's crazy. Like,
he is nice. He's nice.
It's crazy.
All right, our last one. Odell Beckham Jr. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Oh man. Here's the thing. I want to say this.
Is he a future Hall of Famer?
I think again, I'll go back to this. I was talking about influence. And I feel like Odell Beckham has done a great job of like influencing like I know people are gonna because Odell Beckham is one of the polarizing characters in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And I know some people can give him a lot of flack for being over dramatic, But I really think he's just a guy that's just really passionate about what he loves doing. And obviously, if he's out if you're working your tail off to run some routes, like your technique, your craft, and you're not getting the ball, I would be irritated too. Like, I'm just being real. I would be irritated too.
And then you're losing too on top of it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'd be irritated, right?
And you're not winning games. Your common goal is to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Win the championship. But like, I mean, when you get down to it, like I didn't really like him in Cleveland because I thought, dramatic. But when I come down to it, I love like his passion for the game. I think he's got that factor. He's got that swagger. But ultimately, he's consistent when he's on the field. If I'm just real, you get that man the ball, he's out of there.
Yeah,
it's just
he's gonna get some yards. Yeah,
exactly. Like, I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, just because of his influence and like how much he's bounced back from, like he's so resilient and stuff like that. I just think like I gotta like put Odell Beckham in there. Plus, just like I know he's kind of. I'll be real. I'll be real. I know people may be like, Odell, like, nah, or like he's washed, like whatever. Like, and I'm not saying Odell's the greatest receiver in the world or like his stats alone are why he's Hall of Fame worthy. But I'm talking about like character and like kind of like breaking like those barriers of like what an athlete can do. And I feel like Odell does inspire a lot of like young people, like for real. Although he's like, I don't think he is not acting like that kid he was in like 2016, like he's really matured a lot. And that's really starting to it's starting to spread for real. So, and plus again, he's a great ball player for real. Like if he was healthier, like bro would be like going stupid for whatever team. I know, like, he just needs to get the chance now. But bro is like absolutely like, he's a baller, bro. I give Odell Beckham Hall of Famer. Put that as the title to the video. Odell Beckham's a Hall of Famer.
That is wow. That's crazy, man. Odell. See, I mean, like when he was like in his 5th year or 4th year, he was definitely on pace to be Hall of Famer. But I don't know. I mean, now, he's like right there, but like not right there. Yeah. To me, but I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. Yeah. Some of these receivers, man, like it's hard to get in Hall of Fame because some receivers now are so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there are so many good receivers in the league now that you can name, and then it's like so many young receivers who are on like going to be Hall of Famers. Like right now, the pace that Justin Jefferson is going on, that is like a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer. Like the pace, if he stays this like the next like 7 years, we stay on this pace, he's a Hall of Famer. But it's just so many receivers, man, who are like borderline, or it's so difficult to pick out Hall of Famers and not, because there's so many good athletes and good receivers out there in the league.
Absolutely. So, even like AJ Brown for real. Like,
Like,
like, like,
like every single team has a good receiver, low key. Like every
yeah,
single team got like good receiver. It's like very few
yeah.
like teams that don't have one.
It's crazy. Like, yeah, it is
Like,
crazy. Even the Browns, man, Mari Cooper, man, we got
like, honestly, like if you name every single number one receiver, they're known. They're a number one receiver. Like
yeah.
Cooper, Ravens don't have one really.
I don't think the
Bengals have
Lions.
Chase
I
and
don't
T.
know,
Higgins.
Lions don't really have one. I think.
When they got Amon Rod, he going crazy.
Yeah, he been
Amon
turning
Rod
up,
going crazy. He's good.
but
There were a
kind of
ton
up.
of good receivers.
Yeah,
Like it's
kind of
crazy
up
how
and
good
down.
these receivers are.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
there's a tons of good receivers. Like every single team got one. I feel like it's crazy, man. These players getting like more talented every year out the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane how athletic these guys are and how hard they're working.
People don't understand how good you have to be to play in the NFL. Like people don't understand how good you got to be at football.
Casual,
like,
bro. And speaking of casual, last night, I don't know if you watched it. Probably everybody did. But this is Ohio sports. Ohio State played a great game against Georgia last night.
Yep.
Lost in the last seconds, no Ruggles, and I was speaking on the casual subject in that line because I look at Noah Ruggles' comments on Instagram from his latest post. Not that he posted about the game, but he posted a few months ago, I think. And I look at all these comments of all these casual people just completely clowning him. And I want to ask.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you what's your reaction first of all to the game. Well, let's start with what I just asked, and then we don't have to talk about the game too much because it's still a lot of pain. The wound is still fresh. We don't got to pull that knife out yet, but at least speak on the Noah Ruggles situation and people reacting to it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a human. Everyone makes mistakes. He's in college. Like he's not like even Justin Tucker misses kicks. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a college student. He's like literally probably our age or something, like 22, 21. I don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, could you make that kick? Could you like all the people clowning him? Could you make that 50-yard kick in the national championship on live TV? Like honestly, ask yourself that. Because I can't do that. I can't make no 50-yard kick. So I can't like. I mean, he missed the kick. Okay, he missed the kick. I mean, it's definitely a tough miss. Because the chance are in the game situation that we were in, but I mean, no one's perfect. No one ever plays perfect, and I feel bad because kickers, when the kicker misses a kick, it's like a big thing because their whole job is just kicking. Like when if a receiver dropped the pass, he dropped the pass, but he can go the next play and make up for it. If a kicker misses the kick, then it's literally he's done for that series. Now this other team's ball, and that's just like it's just.
Yeah,
kickers. I feel like kickers have the most pressure out of most players on the field. But in that situation, I mean, he gave it a go. He missed it. It's like live with the consequences. Obviously, it would have been nice to hit it. Go play TCU. But I mean, he's human. Like, you can never expect somebody to be perfect. And the sad thing is, like, he's probably getting death threats and stuff because of a missed field goal. Like, this is football. You're not gonna die off of I don't understand. Like, yes, football is an amazing sport, but because a kicker missed a kick for the team you're rooting for, you don't need to send death threats and act crazy towards. I don't understand. He's 21 or 22 years old. Like, why are we getting like he missed a kick, a field goal in football? You know what I'm saying? So it would be. Like, it's not like. I mean, obviously, I know he's feeling. I already know he's feeling bad. Probably, he probably works hard. So, he's already probably, feeling bad after that. So don't make it worse, like show some love and support, in that situation. But that's a tough loss, a tough kick for real. But I mean, yeah, man, it's a tough game, man. That's man, that was a tough game, man. But it's all good. I mean, he's human. That's all I gotta say. He's human.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing to just kind of preface with because too many people too many I get so irritated just looking like casuals just like irritated at these young athletes, like giving everything they got, and just because they they didn't execute the way you necessarily hope for. It's like everything that they gave is just automatically it's just neglected, negated. Even before the game, they're dancing, doing their thing because they do it every game, and it's like people are like, like stop doing that. Like I'm like you guys are pissing me off. Like Like, let's like lock in, like, bro, bro, calm down, bro. They do this every game. You're just freaking out because like you think we're gonna lose, or you come back after the game and we lost. Like when they win, you wasn't saying anything about this routine.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's just dumb stuff. CJ Stroud had a legacy game for real. That man played.
And that's the thing. Like if you would have made that kick, no one would have said, "Oh, great game, kicker." They would have said, "Great game, CJ. Great game, Marvin Harrison." No one would have cared about the kicker. They would have said, "Good kick," and moved on. But because he missed it, they blamed him for. But it was the defense too. It wasn't just him missing the kick that lost the game.
Oh, but they're acting like it was run defense was.
That's what I'm saying. They're acting like it was just the kicker. Like people have no. But I mean, it's just tough being that kicker, being him. But like, if he would have made it though, they would have never even like. It would have been all CJ Stroud and Marvin Harrison, and it would have been O-line. So I mean, it's definitely tough, but like don't bash one player for making a mistake and then not give him credit when he actually makes kicks in the game earlier. So
exactly making some great kicks to put us within range and widen the score margin, and just like it's dumb that so many casuals choose to do that. And Marvin Harrison, like, it's a shame he got knocked out of the game, bro. Marvin Harrison stays in that game, bro.
I mean, we
might win, bro. We might win, bro. Marvin Harrison, like I said it, bro. He best wide receiver in college football. People can disagree with that, he's unguarded.
He didn't even have Njigma. If he would have had Njigma too, forget about it, man. Forget about it.
Literally would have been like one in the playoffs, bro. Number one, probably wouldn't even lost like Michigan, bro. Wouldn't even lost to them. But yeah, it's just like I mean, especially third, fourth string running back that's really a receiver steps in, plays well. Stroud again played crazy.
Nice good move too. Good move.
Oh my goodness,
that was cold.
Xavier Johnson.
That was cold, man.
Great spin move after he caught the ball. And a great dime by CJ, just putting it where he had to put it.
Right there.
But yeah, like I don't like that we try to put too much emphasis on, Noah Ruggles and that, forgetting that he's a human and stuff like that. Like let's chill, let's remember that. People stay tripping over sports. Like it's great. It's a great thing, but like, bro, y'all gotta like, this can't be y'all whole personality. Like if the Bucks win or if the Browns win or not, like y'all, it can sting for a little bit, but you gotta get over that mess for real. Like, and again, these are 21-year-old men. You really
this dude has finals probably next week. You see, like he probably just like, I don't know what they.
Exactly.
Hey, man, he's literally a student, and like he's
got to deal with that. Like worked his whole life to get to this point to kick for the Ohio State University, and then gets clowned and trashed because he missed. Like, bro, you literally living out your dream, and you got to deal with the like awful things about that. I just feel super bad for him. But honestly, I'm proud of the team though. And Georgia and TCU. I mean, I'm not excited for that championship though.
I'm not really either. Yeah.
I think Ohio State and TCU would have been a fun one.
I wanted to rematch of Ohio State, Michigan, low key, but
yeah, dude, the world would have been on fire.
Could you imagine that, bro?
dude, now that would have been crazy of all time. But like, I don't think the world could really deal with whoever wins that. Like those students, bro. I mean, if CJ Stroud was getting death threats after he lost to Michigan, like the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
over a football game.
Exactly. I'm just like, bro, I don't think either kid, like, I mean, it's just like, bro,
it's a football game,
right? Bro. Get a life, bro. Like, what is y'all doing, bro? Get a life, bro. Like, y'all grown men eating y'all potato chips, texting these men like
football game. I don't understand.
Exactly, bro. Literally 100 yards, bro. After they step off the field, it's over, bro. After they step off the painted lines, it's over, bro. It's real life now. Too many people stay inside the 100 yards, bro, and the sidelines, bro. Once you step off that field, it is over. The game is over. Once it hits zero, like, stop holding your entire life inside of those 60 minutes. That mess is so annoying. People think
just because like they're high class athletes, like D1, like national athletes, national championship athletes, that they like just have to be perfect or something. Like, football game by some 21-year-olds and 22-year-olds.
Exactly.
I mean, like, what do you expect? They're not pros. They're not professionals. Even the best can't be perfect. That's not realistic.
Exactly.
And kicking in college is weird because the lines, the hashes are so much wider than the pros. Like I don't like how it's almost like kind of weird to me.
Exactly.
How,
And
like wide it
kicking
is.
on the left hash didn't really help him out too much.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I feel like.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a hard job to be a kicker, man. All that pressure. I mean, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have. I'd have been short by 30 yards.
I wouldn't have even come close, bro.
Yeah, I'd have been short by 30 yards, man.
Wouldn't even come close. Who do you got winning the college football playoffs, like the championship? Georgia or TCU?
Probably Georgia.
I want to see TCU win. I think TCU got.
I want TCU to win. I want them to win because we lost to Bennett the fourth. Like no disrespect to Bennett, but like Bennett the fourth. Come on now, bro. like come on now. Like no disrespect to this man, but Bennett.
He's not better than CJ Stroud. He's not better than CJ Stroud. Though.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not better.
And he's like, bro's like 26 too, bro. Bro's like
he's
26.
old. We played better than every single. We played better the entire game except for like maybe some blown plays with the long run, and then he fell down on like the 5-yard line and the one touchdown.
Man,
so that one dude, he was just gone. But
we
played pretty much better. O-line played really good that game. I feel like.
Yeah,
like, CJ had time in the pocket for a minute, and then he would scramble and throw the ball to Harrison. But I think O-line played pretty well for the most part.
Agreed. Yeah, it's just it's a shame how it ended, but again, it's like you can't dwell on it too much. You gotta just be like, it's cool and stuff like that. But O-line did great. But secondary definitely there were some cracks that slipped through. Like that one play touchdown, can't be letting stuff like that happen. Like, but humans be humans. Humans be humans. Last question,
man. Oh, go ahead.
Last question before we kind of get out of here. Browns Steelers to end off the season. Who do you got? What are your thoughts going into this matchup? What's kind of your previews? What are some mismatches you think we can identify? What's kind of just your mindset going into next week? Obviously, no playoff implications for us. Steelers are still, I think, sort of in the hunt. I think by the playoff picture standpoint. But what are some things you looking at next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pickett has probably played some good pass rushers, but hasn't played Myles Garrett yet. So welcome to Myles Garrett. Our secondary is trying to pick up. So I think that'll be huge if Myles can get pressure on Pickett. Pickett might make some some poor decisions, some bad throws here and there.
Yeah,
got to take advantage of it. Nick Chubb, for some reason, I feel like always plays well against Pittsburgh. I feel like he always has a decent game, so we'll see that. George Pickens that's his name, right? Pickens, number 14. Yeah. I would want to see Emerson on him, like week 3. I don't want to see Ward on him. I feel like he would bully Ward, like they really bully him, like not even like. Just put Emerson on him and man coverage.
Yeah.
And then Ward needs to lock up Deontay Johnson better than the first time they played, because the first time it was bad. It was disappointing. I'm not sure what that was about.
That was horrible, bro.
Yeah, it was just disappointing. And then Cooper go crazy because I don't know. I'm not sure who they corners even are. Like, who are they corners? I don't even know who they corners are, man. Like, Cooper got to go stupid for real. Cooper got to go crazy, and Joku got to go crazy. Kareem Hunt, stay on the bench right now, buddy. I'm sorry, like stay on the bench.
Yeah.
And then I think the score is going to be Cleveland 37, Pittsburgh 15. That's just my
37.
That's my. I think they can blow them out. Yeah.
Wow, blow them out. That's a good way to end off the season. That's a good prediction.
37-15, Cleveland.
That's good. Definitely excited to see Watson play against the Steelers for one time this season. Definitely think Chubb is gonna have. I think Chubb will have 118. I think Chubb will have. He'll have 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
I think Cooper will score. I think Njoku will have a big game again because Njoku had a great game the first time I remember. Career high game, I think.
Career high in catches.
And I think secondary is going to look really good. This is going to be in Pittsburgh. Bro, let's be real. Cleveland going on the road and just silencing Pittsburgh, bro. This is going kind of like this. I didn't really care about the Washington game because it was like Washington, like, you know, it's
Right.
like it's out of division. We don't really play Washington, but the Steelers, like at home, like this is like killing their chances.
Mm-hmm.
And just something about going over to Pittsburgh and just like stomping their chances out would be like the coolest thing. But yeah, Denzel Ward got to play better, or Joe Woods got to do better with that scheming. By the way, this is Joe Woods. This your last week, bro. Because you ain't getting another season, bro.
Yeah, he done. He done now.
Week,
he done.
This your last week.
Yeah, he going. Yeah, so figure something out.
So you better dial something up to make Denzel Ward look good against Deontay. And then I agree, put Emerson on Pickens. And I mean, put Delpit wherever you want him, I guess, because he's been playing crazy.
He going stupid right now.
Put him wherever you want him. I mean, I think Najee Harris hasn't been playing the best this season, so I think we bottle him up. And yeah, Pickett. I mean, basically, he's on and off. He's streaky. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Like you were saying, he's played good rushes, but he hasn't played Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And yeah, Myles Garrett, I think he just continues to add to a sack. I think Myles Garrett, I think he has 2.5 sacks that game, man. I think he has 2.5 sacks.
Yeah, like 15 this year, something like that.
I think he gets to 17.5 for the end of the year.
Okay. Hey, 17.5.
I think I'll go a little less. I think I'll go Cleveland 28, Pittsburgh 15.
Okay.
I think 28-15. Again, I think Chubb scores 2 times. Then Cooper scores 1 time. And I think maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we might get a defensive or special teams touchdown. I feel like it's gonna be one of those like sparks. Like I just gotta, you know, I don't know, but I know we had one the last game. You know, Denzel Ward scooping in and scoring, but I feel like we're gonna have something like that this game. But I'm excited for it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this really quick. This might sound crazy, but I'm gonna say this stat line. I'm going to say Amari Cooper, 14 catches, 228 receiving yards.
Whoa, man.
Hey, 14 catches.
Wow.
228 receiving yards, bro. I'm saying it right now.
We got to write it down, bro. I'm saying it down, bro.
Hey, 14, I'm saying it right now.
14 catches, 228, bro. He's just
14, 228.
Bro, he's calling out Pittsburgh secondary, bro. That is
like who are they corners for real? Who are they corners?
Legitimately, I don't know. Legitimately,
they got Minka, and that's it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know who their corners is.
14 catches, 228. You know what? I won't doubt it. Especially with a score like 37-15. I won't.
Yeah. Cooper gonna go stupid.
I won't doubt it, bro. I won't doubt it. I do think Njoku gets like 9 catches though. I think Njoku gets 9 catches, close to 100 yards. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I'm not going no
9 for like 85.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, something like 90. I think he gets close
95?
to 100. But yeah, I don't think he gets exactly it. But Cooper 228, man, that's crazy. That's so specific.
228, 14 catches. Come on now, stop playing.
So yeah, we both got the Browns winning. What would that put us at? 8? Was it 9?
8 and 9. 8 and 9.
8-9.
It's crazy. It's crazy. We've been bad like most of the year, but we still about to win 8 games. Like it's still kind of crazy to think about. We had a bad year, but we still might win 8 games.
We was really supposed to be a playoff team. We were supposed to win the division.
Right.
We were supposed to win the division. And that speaks to the testament of how good the Browns can be. Just stop playing. Just stop playing around so much. You know, just like stop playing with your food for real, bro. Just
stop talking trash, Greedy Williams.
Yeah.
Stop being a pretty boy.
Get him out, bro. Get him out.
For real, he gotta go. He gotta go.
Yeah, get him out, bro. I think we get rid of. You know, we got to get rid of Greedy, Kareem Hunt. I think we got to get rid of Taven Bryan, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Bye-bye. That dude, he threw his helmet, bro. He literally like hitting his head against the other. What are you doing? The game's over.
Bye.
Like he gotta go. He gotta
yeah,
go,
bye.
Bro.
Dude got angry.
That dude gotta go. No, for real. What are you? The game's over. Why are you trying to hit your? I don't know what he's. Hey, he gotta go. He gotta go.
He gotta go. I think we gotta get rid of Harrison Bryant too, respectfully.
You think so? I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't be mad at that, but I feel like Harrison Bryant is one of those guys who's very humble, who doesn't want the ball that much. So I do like that about him. Like he's not like, give me the ball. He doesn't ask for that same attention like Njoku would. Yeah. But then again, it is Harrison Bryant. So then again, like bye. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you know.
Yeah, I think he's consistent, yeah, but it's just I don't know. Like I want Pharaoh Brown to have touches like, and I don't know. I feel like 3 tight ends just won't consistently work for a long time. They just won't. Especially when we get more receivers like Michael Woods and like David Bell integrated next year. Because Michael Woods, I feel like if we get him right, Michael
Woods can be nice.
Yeah, was he like? I think he's like 6'2", 203, bro.
Yeah, he pretty physical, low key.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get him rolling. I'm excited for next season, honestly. Like honestly, I'm just ready for next season, bro. Just
hey man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Who do you, like? Okay, last question. Who do you think is gonna be like? Well, you said. Well, I guess you already answered. But I was going like, who's gonna be the one that wins the game for the Browns? Like you.
Hey, come on now.
I guess you already said.
14 catches, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper going stupid.
I guess you already said it. And for me, I would say Myles Garrett. Again, 2.5 sacks. I think he completely messes up the game. You know, I think he, even strips the ball once. I just think he causes a very hostile environment for Kenny Pickett. And we just shut them down. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got for it.
Yep.
You got any more questions for me, man? Or
nope, none else, man. Just Happy New Year to all. Hope you guys are healthy. Had a good New Year's, and hey man, welcome to 2023.
Absolutely, man. A year of blessings, opportunities, and y'all just make sure. Also, if y'all want some in this new year, man, make sure y'all go get it, man. Keep God first at the center, man, and go get what you want in this new year. By the way, y'all can pray for me. Also, I just went to the ER today. They said my wisdom tooth is like growing in. They think so. They gave me some antibiotics.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, so they can't pull it necessarily because it's still like growing in, but it's
I got one back here.
Yeah. We twinning for real. But yeah, I got antibiotic for that, so y'all can pray for me. I would appreciate that. But again, we appreciate y'all watching their episode of Don't Get DQ podcast. This is rounding out the season, and next week will be like our last regular season podcast episode. We'll still do some off-season stuff though. But if y'all can drop some, takes on, maybe who needs to get traded or who needs to get dropped, or maybe even reaction to the game, this game, or going into next week predictions on, maybe y'all can drop crazy predictions like Q's, man. More 14 catches, 228-yard game.
Hey, man. We go crazy. Come on, now.
He putting it in writing, bro. He putting it in writing.
Hey, come on, now.
But we appreciate y'all watching, man. Stay blessed. Again, this is Don't Get DQ podcast. This is your boy David. It's your boy Q in this thing. And we'll see y'all next week. All right, y'all. Be blessed. We'll see y'all.